is not scale, okay, when your data is nominal in nature, means categorical in nature, right? So, let us say, for example, if I give you that, you have, let's say, for example, two variables. One is a gender, and second is the habit. And you want to know, and habit may you have, let's say, defined whether people are littering or they are depositing. Depositing means, whatever garbage people used to have, that garbage goes into the dustbin. So this is the habit, which is called deposit. And people throw it away here and there, so they litter, जिसको गंदगी फैलाने की बात हम करते हैं कि ये कूड़ा जो है कहीं भी फेंक देता है, उसको हम बोलते हैं लिटर. और कूड़े को आपको डस्टबिन में डालना है, दिस कॉल्ड डिपॉजिट, राइट? सो नाउ दीज टू हैबिट्स, वन इज अ लिटर हैबिट and second is a deposit habit. Means garbage in dustbin, deposit, and garbage here and there, throwing here and there is litter, right? This is a habit. So I defined habit in two categories, whether people are depositing in dustbin or people are littering, okay? And the second is you are taking on the basis of gender. So you are studying whether male and female, male are actually more depositing, okay, or male are, so female are depositing or male are depositing, or vice versa, like is the male more littering or female more littering, okay? So is there any association of habit with the gender? Can you establish any relationship or any association of habit with the gender? Okay, you got my point? Okay, so इसमें now what you do is, यदि आपको ये पता करना है कि जो हैबिट है, वो हैबिट को आप क्या जेंडर के साथ एसोसिएट कर सकते हैं. आप ये कह सकते हैं कि साहब जो मेल है वो ज्यादा गंदगी फैलाता है, लिटर करता है, जो फीमेल है वो डस्टबिन में चीजों को डालती हैं, जो भी गंदगी है. क्या हम ऐसा एसोसिएशन बना सकते हैं आपके पास जो भी डेटा है उसके बेसिस पे? तो इसमें क्या है कि जो हैबिट है उसको हमने दो कैटेगरी में डिवाइड किया है. सो दिस इज अ कैटेगोरिकल वेरिएबल, राइट? एंड जेंडर इज ऑफ कोर्स अ कैटेगोरिकल वेरिएबल. सो यू हैव जेंडर, मेल एंड फीमेल, कैटेगोरिकल वेरिएबल. और उसके ऊपर जो आप उसकी हैबिट को लेके जो आप कैप्चर करते हैं डेटा, which is say littering or say depositing, that is also a categorical variable. And you want to know the association, that is there any association of habit, and can we associate the habit with the gender, right? So if you want to test that, so for that you have to use a chi-square test, which is a very, very important test in social science. And so you as a student may have to do this kind of testing quite often. So let's understand how to conduct this chi-square test when you have this kind of categorical variable and you collect. Or similarly, let me take another example. Let's say, for example, smoking habit. So smokers smoke or no smoke, and you want to find out male versus female. So whether you can really associate the smoking habit with gender, right? So either people smoke or don't smoke. So it is a categorical variable, habit, smoking habit. And of course gender, male or female, again a categorical variable. So do you find any kind of association? Similarly, another example,
So
you can find out, yeah.
So we can do the chi-square test on the basis of, so you have taken the example of tobacco consumption. On the basis of age also we can do, or
Yes.
which age group you
very good, very correct, very correct. So you can find out the habit. Let's say, for example, teen, one age group you are defined as a teenage, which is less than 15 years of age. Then another group you may have, let's say, for example, adult, right? Adult means 15 say like, let's say 30 years of age, or maybe 25 years of age, 30 years age. And third group you may have a mature age. So maybe teen, young, adult, and mature. Mature means 30 and above. And you try to find out that within these three groups, what is the habit, like smoking and non-smokers. Is there any association of smoking habit with respect to the age group? And of course, age groups are also here a categorical variable, because I'm not taking the exact age of an individual. I am categorizing whether this person falls in teen age, or that person falls in, say, young age category, or adult age category, or the person falls under the mature age category, which is 30 years and above, maybe mature category, or whatever category you want to define. Young, old, and maybe teen, young, and old, something of that kind also you can categorize. Or all the age wise also, less than 15 years of age, 15 to say 35 years of age, and more than 35 years of age. So your study, based on the study philosophy or the characteristics of the study, you can devise your own categories of age, gender, or maybe profession. You can find out whether he's self-employed people are more smoker, or smoking more, or maybe entrepreneurs, self-employed, or government employee, private employees. So you may have four categories of people. You may have region-wise categories: north, south, west, and east India, Indians, how they are behaving, something of that kind. So you may have this kind of categories. And if you have these categories, and the second variable which you are capturing is also having a categorical variable data set, then the chi-square test is the one which used to perform. Okay, so you understand now the background of this chi-square.
Yes.
Any question as of now? All right. Now, second part, let me just give you a brief on the basics of chi-square test. Okay, so let me share a slide, and so look at the slide, and thereafter then we'll move to the testing part, how to conduct that test. And now, in order to test this, the hypothesis that is, so null hypothesis will, so let me share that slide first quickly. Okay. All right. So can you see this slide?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yes. So this talks about chi-square test of independence. Okay. So independence. Why independence? Because we want to find out whether this when one variable is all independent from the second variable, which means that there is no association. If there are two variables, one is say gender, second is say habit. Okay, these two variables, are they associated or are they independent? If I say they are independent, which means that one variable has no association with the second variable, right? And so null hypothesis says there is no association. There is no association means it is independent. One variable is independent of second variable. There is no association, right? So that is why it is called chi-square test of independence. It is called chi-square test of independence. Now, so the statement goes like this, that the chi-square test of independence determines whether there is an association between categorical variables. Okay. And so here null hypothesis talks about variable 1 is independent of variable 2. Or you can, in other words, you can state this statement as there is no association of one variable 1 with variable 2. You can write this statement like this also, or you can simply say that variable 1, which is say gender, is independent of the habit. Okay, or habit is independent of gender. Habit is independent of gender. Or here in null hypothesis, they are not. So variable 1 is not independent of variable 2, means there is some association, right? Now, in order to test this, I would say the null hypothesis, I mean the chi-square test, there should be two assumptions that has to be seen. And if these two assumptions are met, of course, we look at these two assumptions, and if they are fulfilled, then we conduct this. Okay, so one is that relatively large sample size. And so let me so now here large sample size, expected frequency of for each cell are at least one. So I'll tell you what is expected frequency uh, immediately after this. And the expected frequency should be at least 5 for majority of the cells. Okay, so here, what do you mean by, so these two assumptions are there. Keep that assumptions in mind. Once we'll start, working on this, then you will try to relate what these two assumptions are. Of course, the first assumption is that sample size should be a bit large. So if you are, say, taking this chi-square test on, say, 10 sample or 5 sample, that will not work. So it should be at least 40, 50 sample size or 100 sample size. So if you are doing some kind of survey, uh, therefore at least 100 or 80 or 70, 80, 100 sample size is kept. And then if you conduct chi-square test, that will make more sense.